So we're going to go ahead and do another Zelda 2 randomizer in between a couple other games here. Really liking the game since I haven't played it when it was, when the 4.0 came out. Said this before, but I haven't experienced all the biomes or whatever. So it's nice to kind of tool around and see them, discover, what I like, what I don't like. I really liked the Overworld last time. I mean, running no encounters was great. And it was even better because imagine that with no encounters, like everyone would be like really mad. Whatever. I adjusted my mic a little bit. Watching back the last episode, the Link to the Past Randomizer episode, I noticed a lot of clipping. So hopefully that wasn't the case for the first 12 of them. But I have it on because I have the fan on. I make weird noises with my mouth. And I just want to cut as much of that out as possible. But whatever. We're going to do the same flags as last time. Probably not going to be anything that's going to be, good overworld like last time. But, who knows? No overworld encounters. Just straight up exploration. There's a palace up there. Go down here first, though. I'll tell you what, I really like that. I was going to say the Bagu Woods thing from last time. Where how it was split. To hunge. But that was great. I watched 3 people play it, and it seemed to confuse pretty much everyone. A couple of them didn't know what the Bagu rules were, and it's basically 3 tiles from where the encounters are. So I hit a Bagu encounter here. So I'm going to check here, actually. Okay, so there's one here as well. So it's 3 tiles within this is going to be Bagu's hut, or house, whatever you want to call it. Last time we didn't have good pea bags either. Now we do. So if I'm 3 from there, 3 from there, we're up here then? Yep. So grab this just in case we need it. Take a look in here. Can't get over there, can I? I might be able to go all the way around. Is this Fairy Cave? That is Fairy Cave. And we did see Jump Cave as well. So, I don't want to go into these encounters. So maybe I'll swing wide. Come down here. Is this blocked off? It is blocked off, so it's a one-way. Magic Container Cave. I know there's a newer randomizer version out there. The problem with that is I don't necessarily know it's without bugs. I've been told that it's pretty buggy, and I don't know what new features it introduces either. So I'm just gonna keep going with this for a while. Wonder why they never did they did a competition for the community rooms inside a palace. Wonder why they didn't do a competition for replacing caves. Okay, what do we got down there? We got the boulder blocking that. This is gonna go somewhere. Okay, well, not really anywhere. There's a desert. It goes back up to the starting palace. I know there's a palace up here. This is not going to be Bagu's Woods. Let's ignore that palace. Well, let's go back to that palace then. There's a town. That's Saria. We didn't need the whole thing with the we didn't need to find the thing. What am I trying to? Bagu's house. This is a town. Okay. We don't have jump. We don't have the medicine. Do have the cave. That's Saria. Saria's a free spell, so I should go in it. Go through Medicine Cave though first. I blocked that, by the way. It's a key. We'll get it on the way back. Will we live, though? I will live. Just want to make sure I don't hit the level up as I'm jumping. I hate that. Alright, so we have the boots. It's a good start. Good start. See what we get here. We due for a drop? I know we got the key, but that was on a large enemy. I didn't see that, by the way. Okay, so we can go get this spell. Is it going to be on the other side? It's going to be on the other side. I can go through I can walk over the water, by the way. I had confirmation that the helmet head guards the hammer. Hammer and 2. I had confirmation through the wiki, unless things change that went undocumented. It is the people standing still that are going to give you the hints. And possibly those are the people that gave you the hints in the normal game as well. And the walking people just said dumb stuff. But you won't get 2 hints in the same town. And I think there's 4 hints total, 2 on each continent. I think that's what I remember reading. Again, it could have changed. But the wiki seemed to be up to date on everything that was, you know, available in the 4.04 version, at least, that I'm using. We're gonna go get can I cast that, by the way? Yeah, okay. We're gonna go get this. We can find out where the medicine is as we walk through. We can look for the hint here. Alright, so Flute in Death Mountain, Hammer in 2. I don't need to look for any more clues on this continent. Alright, so good down stab. Good first 5 minutes of the game. We'll go look where the medicine is. Let's go top off, in case we need to cast jump again. I have a few options as to caves I can go through. In fact, all of them. Maze Island for medicine. We have the 2 palaces we've seen so far. We don't know which ones they are. We don't necessarily need to go in either of them, though. Okay, we know there was a place on the south here that was kind of blocked, but I have the boots now. Let's go to high traffic areas first. Okay, don't really need to go through yet. So this is an inside area I can go down, but I have the boots so I can walk on the river, and there's other places down here. I just like to check all the free spots first, you know? We walked up here, so I don't need to do that. Check the back part of this before the encounter. For that reason. Okay. Be a good enemy here. Okay, good shot. Hunge. Our container? Medicine. Okay, so we found medicine. Which we had the hint for. I just yelled at heart container because of my life level. So, let's walk back up here to the encounter. Okay, that's good. 70. 70 doesn't even get me what I need. Alright, let's go into this palace and see if it's palace 3 or 6 or 4 or something where we can get an iron knuckle. Dark nut. What are they in this game? Iron knuckles. Hopefully I'm not clipping. I am trailing off a bit. Okay, so there is possibility here that we can die. Now I'm going to get a magic jar. Oh god. Why am I doing this? Okay, we got this though. We can do this. We've killed one of these before. Okay, good hit by the Moa. Good pea bag, good 5 hunch. We'll get the life levels here as well. Will get us one more. Get us two more. Just finish this off. What am I at? I'm at 30? That was so bad. I don't know why I turned. Alright. Alright. So that was 4. Let's just take a look here and see, where does this go? Do I need a raft to get out, or is there another way to get out here? There's a raft tile down there, huh? Let's go take a look up and above. See if there's not another cave. I don't think I saw this mentioned in the wiki, but I firmly believe that, like, I know it's an anything goes thing, but I think that refers to a cave taking us here instead of like a bridge proper. Well, no, there is an additional way out, and in regular Maze Island, there's only one way out. So I don't know. I was going to say there was going to be 2 ways in and out of Maze Island, but that doesn't make sense now, knowing that there's only one normally. Oh, this was the section I saw before, over here. Okay, so what? I still have 3 caves to find in a grass tile. Where are they? Where would they be? Like, let's take a look around here and just see if there's walkable water. Whole reason to come through here was to see if I got a 300-point P bag or larger. So hammers in 2. This is all blocked by boulders. We don't know where 2 is, but we saw 2 palaces here. And we saw none of the other sides of the caves. Let's just take a look what the palaces are real quick. So 5 is in the east. We got 4 was on Maze Island. 5 was on the west. We'll pick a cave to go through as well. Grab that. I have downstairs, by the way. You get it early, you kind of forget. 1. Go through 1. Like, I shouldn't be here. But that doesn't mean I won't find anything. I have 1 key, 2 keys. I'll waste it. We don't take magic. Is that 1 hit, or was I already down to nothing on my life? I think I was down to nothing already. We'll try to fight it again. Okay. We'll go over it. We'll just see. A punch. $820. Okay, this might be a room I can go through. This might be a community Minecraft room. I think so. With the key right there instead of in the 3rd one, I think it is a community one. There's 2 keys. It's not. I want to kill this guy for fun. Okay, what do I want to be doing now? Another way to go over here. We went left instead of going right. looked amazing. What do we got here? All right. I missed. I'm jumping. I'm jumping. Big jump. Let's see what we got going on over here. There's, we can't get through there. So I think our path to the item is blocked. We may never need to come back. Let's go kill polar bear heads until we have the required amount of XP to get, I don't know, life 6 or attack 4, whatever it's going to be. Where are they? There we go. I'm gonna take that. And then we're gonna work up to 110. And we're gonna take life 6 and get out of here. I'll go through, I believe that was Parappa to the north. So I'll go through that. Because there's definitely another section of this continent we haven't seen yet. Let's take that. Get our lives back. Get out. And go through here. No, not there. That might come out on the other side. I don't have caves linked. This is Fairy Cave. No, it's not Parappa. I don't have caves linked to where, like, you know, when you have them linked or whatever the nomenclature is in the randomizer, it tries to make it so they make sense, so that the cave here is going to lead to the cave north, or kind of in the direction it's facing. Yeah, so like that would make sense. But I don't have that option on. That just happened. So 1 palace to find, 2 towns, multiple amounts of caves. We're looking for, we have Jump Cave and Fairy Cave to go through. No raft to go through Maze Island. Here's Fairy Cave. We'll go through it. Because we're here. Jump Cave, I believe, was the first one we found. And let's see where this brings us. And it brings us here. That was good. Sword cancel. Heart container in Trophy Cave. They're coming out every 4? They might be. Okay, so there's 1 cave down. Here's Heart Container Cave. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. Where's the big enemy? Oh, you know what happened? Okay, I'll tell you what happened. This is interesting. Because this is... Heart Container Cave is shared with the Fairy pass-through. So this screen right here, it's the same for both. If I kill the enemies in one, the enemies are dead here. But bots come back. So the large enemy that I killed, which was the orange moblin, It's dead in this cave because I killed it in the other cave. The caves are linked. So they'll only respawn if I go into a palace, game over, restart, or go into a town. That's one of those cool things I like to pull out every once in a while, but you don't always see it. So that's the reason for that. Magic container is good because the magic containers are required to get spells. Now I can get the spell in Nubaru. We are looking for Peabag Cave. That is the other side of Jump Cave. Here's one of our towns, Raru or Rudo. It's Raru, we'll get the spell. What do we have? Just jump now? We don't need to talk to people because we got the 2 hints on this side of the world. Most powerful magic. 115, I can't cast it. Alright, so we got the medicine. We can go back for the spell there. Let's just continue. We'll up A and do that. And we'll find out where the trophy is as well. Why not? Instead of playing a guessing game later on if we need it. It's a difference between, like, I find myself playing like 3 different styles in terms of if I'm streaming, if I'm recording for East, okay? If I'm recording for YouTube, or if I'm racing. And one of the things, if I'm doing this for YouTube, I'm kind of like gonna go a little casual, gonna play around a little bit, explore. If I can't find something, I'm gonna see if I can find it. All right, so Maze Island Bridge to the east. We have one more cave left. Where's that other cave? Oh, it's boulder blocked. Right. It's boulder blocked. So does this bring us to Death Mountain? Or does it bring us to the east? We go to the east. Let's check these. We have no encounters on, so we can just freely walk if we want to. Check some stuff, find some items. Nubaru is the only spell we can get to. Is this islands, I think? Is Darunia no, we can't get that. Even though we have the kid, we can't get the spell. You don't need to go into that. Just gonna walk until I can't walk anymore. Grab all the free items. 500. Alright, that's an item. Let's do this first. It is our trophy in the east. Trophy, Peabag. And we'll find this item. So the downside of no sorry. The downside of no encounters is that if the overworld is like wide open, then it's kind of lame. Because you just walk, get all the items. But if like the overworld's a little tricky, you got backtrack and you know, it lends itself to not knowing where stuff is. Then it's kind of cool. But I've noticed in some biomes, it's just really annoying to get by when you're just taking encounter after encounter after encounter, walking in swamps or trying to go through lava or... And the downside is, with the lava, you want to skip the encounters on Valley of Death using the overworld encounters sometimes. And you can't do that necessarily with no... Well, you can't do it at all with no encounters on. Here's Nubaru. We can get the spell. We can go back and get the spell in Darunia as well. We'll hit that up on the way back. And when we up A, we can go get the spell in Nido. And technically, as soon as we get Fairy, we can start doing dungeons. Like right now. 63 I can cast. One time. This way's quicker. I can look for hints now. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to waste time to do it. And it's not like a lazy thing. It's just, you know, hints are bad. They really are. One of them is going to be for a small item, which includes a heart container, magic container. So of the two that are left, there's only one that's going to help me out, and it's going to be something like Raft is in the West or something. Something dumb. So there's no real reason to go for it. So far we found no palaces. Okay, this is the edge here. Let's make sure that there's nothing in the middle here. That might be Valley of Death. Is this what we walked into before? Because the other one was in... No, this is... I'm sorry. This is not Darunia. So there's Kasuto. There's one of our... missing palaces. So there's going to be one in Valley of Death and two on the open here. It's probably going to be right close by each other. This is 6, I believe. It looks more pink than red. I'm going to say it's 6. We'll say one of these is the missing P-Bag Cave. We know where the other end of that is. No, really? Okay. So the palace and the missing cave is going to be over here. That's where we came in? That's where we came in. And we went up around the water, I guess. So Hammer's in 2. Boulder is blocking P-Bag Cave. The heart container. We got both items on Maze Island. And I didn't mark what they were. We have 3 heart containers, 2 magic containers. 3 heart containers, 2 magic containers, I'll say. Just want to make sure I don't get confused. New Kasuto. We haven't found New Kasuto. It's all in the middle here. So Darunia was up here. And some lava, I believe. Is it over here? We'll go through. We'll go through and get this. If I can go left here, maybe. I haven't seen what's left of this area. I just maybe walk through all the way around it. We don't need to get up stab. Probably not going to need it. I think I found Valley of Death. Life is 97. New Kasuto and 1 palace. We have 6. And we need 7. That is randomized between 5 and 7, but my feeling is when you go into the... it's like, how does this even work? Logically, it doesn't. But when you go into the... I don't have 7, so I can't get this. When you walk into New Casino, it checks how many you have, and it adds 1. Unless you're at 7 already. Like every time. I don't know if it's weighted. I don't know if it's the same percentage chance to get 5, 6, or 7, but I never get 5. And I almost always get 7. Look at this guy. What's he protecting? Where is this palace, man? It's not there. So is it around this mountain here? This is Valley of Death. I'm not ready for Valley of Death yet. Not when I have other things to find, like Death Mountain. Maybe I should be going into more caves to find Death Mountain. And where the heck is this other palace, man? Pretty sure I went in these caves already trying to find the P-Bag Cave. But we're missing Death Mountain. No, Death Mountain's going to be off the raft tile in Maze Island. So clear that up. That's 6. 6 is in the grass in the south. New Casino in Jurunia. This is where we came in. Not there, on Maze Island, like around here though. Was there a north? It was not a north. Just check maybe a little bit southwest of here. There we go. And there's our volcano. This might be 6, actually. Or this is the one we found, and the other one we went into was 3. Is this a double dead end? Yeah, I think this is a double dead end. That's gonna move 2 to Valley of Death? Okay. Next kill is going to be our drop. Not that guy. This guy. I should kill this guy to just keep the counter going. Three. I'll go through the door. I don't care. And 4. Where's the glove? Who knows? Let's find, we need the raft, too. 2, 3. Fairy required room. How much fun is that? I have fairy. I can go through it. I don't think I want to. I have all this stuff to do. Okay, it just goes there anyway. Unless that's a duplicate room. Good jar. Are you kidding me? I can fall into this room, maybe? Or that's I can fall into this room because of... Let's make sure this is a dead end. Okay, it's a house, one room. I guess we're going through, I guess. The other one had bubbles, but the bubbles spawn on the left side anyway. So I don't think that's a big tell. This is different. The other one didn't have blocks on both sides, did it? No, it's the same. So this is the one we need the fairy through? I guess it did. This one had bubble on the right side. The other one had a moa on the right side. I don't know if there was a way to tell from the left side of the other room, though, that it linked to the right side of the other room, is what I'm saying. Makes totally sense. Don't worry. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Was there an alternative way to go? I said this was double blocked. Let's go make sure. I was told there's no false walls or anything in the new rooms. Oh, we didn't go this way. I can tell because of this guy. This is a drop. A drop. Good fight. 700. Save the key. See if we can hit this level. Okay, that's not what I was looking for. Five doesn't work for me. The 20 from the other dungeon set might have worked for me. Goodness. Alright, this guy is the best fighter in the world. 70. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, those two drops weren't really that good for me. You know, I don't... Well, I can't go really anywhere anyway. One, 2, 3. 4. Okay. I think we're out of here. Is what I'm thinking. Thinking we're out of here. We're going to 3. And then we'll go into 2. And then maybe 2 will lead us to the hammer that we don't need the glove for. And then we'll get the glove in Peatbag Cave in the west. That's hammer blocked. Maybe. Life 8. So we can get into that volcano there. I have Fairy. Fairy's costly, but I'm hoping to get through Palace 3 and use the gem there and just take care of all the magic levels that I need now. Yeah, no, you know what? These blocks are different. So this is definitely, I definitely did see 6 first. 3 has the bricks, and the other one has the small stucco stuff. I can use jump. I don't know if this is a item room or not. Okay, that's a good jump. Clearly, I can't use jump. We'll go through this way. Keep making rights. Take all the rights. Nothing but rights. Check the elevators for the boss, though. There's a loop. I recognize that loop. I'll take this left instead of the other left. I might ferry through that room if I have to up A. Take that. Still don't have the magic key. How many keys do I have? 6 is good. 5? 5 keys. Going up. Get over here. I have attack 6. I don't know why I'm trying to get it in the corner. Thinking this is maybe Horsehead? Not Horsehead, another one of these guys. Free key. Will lead me to the item, though. Not in this room, but the room beyond. Because we are looking for the glove. Outdoor room. Don't need to kill anything? I don't know. Like, 33 is definitely in reach. Now I don't need to kill anything. Going up. Haven't given me an item. How about an item? Item room. How about a good item? How about the glove? The raft. Wow, interesting. Okay. Oh, interesting. Raft on the... It's the first time I got the raft on the Eastern Continent. That's awesome. That is awesome. I mean... Yeah, that's great. Because now the raft is going to bring me to Death Mountain. What do I want to do here as far as... Let's, I wanted to continue just to see where I was at, but... Do I only have 6 magic containers? Okay, I only have 6 magic containers, so I can't get anything. Let's go get the spell in Mido. Trophy is... We have trophy. So we do this. Get the spell here. Because I still need Reflect. 2 is on Valley of Death. Where's GP? Where would GP be? Are we still missing a palace on this side? I think we're still missing a palace on this side. Because 3 and 6 were on the east. 1 was on the west. Yeah, we're still missing a palace on this side. I didn't thoroughly check. Once I determined that P-Bag Cave was the cave that was blocked, I decided that was it for me. But yeah, we did see Rando because we walked through it. Okay, we can go back for that, and that can lead us to this 7th magic container, which can lead us to the glove. That's how logic can work there. Either Jump Cave or Fairy Cave go through, but let's do Fairy Cave because it's only 2 screens. And less annoying, and that was down here. So we'll do this, we'll head on over to Rando. That's the moblin I killed, where you didn't see him in the heart container cave. If I go left out of here instead of up and around, I think left I didn't explore. Drop. No, drop. Key? Key. If I go left here. No, maybe I did come down. Is this Rudo and that's the other end of the jump cave, maybe? This is Raru. Grass tile. Okay, let's go grab this spell. Where is that other palace? Maybe I walked by it, because initially I was walking by palaces and not going in them. So I don't have, I didn't have fairy, I didn't have magic key, so I figured, might as well just not go in at all. Then I decided, well, I should at least see what palace it is. Alright, let's give it a quick look here, see if it's around. If not, we can go to Maze Island. We can go to Death Mountain through Maze Island. Could be fun. Now, I did walk up here and around, but what about this middle area? Definitely went to that grass tile. That goes to the east. This was nothing up there. Should have probably checked to see if I can go up and around. No, there's nothing here. Nothing here. Let's go look again over here. Let's go south. South and east. That was a little west. So we're thinking jump cave is... No, because we found both sides of jump cave, didn't we? No, I guess we didn't find the right... We did find the right side, and we found the left side. So what are our two caves here? One is definitely P-Bag Cave. Oh, the other one we went through. The other one was Parappa. Right. And we'll look for a palace over here. This is one. We did one. We just didn't find the item out of one. Up by Saria is going to be 5. So that's 5. So 5 and 1, where is the other palace over here? Maybe we, you know what? I'm sorry, we do need the hammer. Because we're going to need to go through that area. Parappa Cave is going to take us to the missing palace. I'm not dipping this now because we know where 2 is then. Because up there could be the palace. And that's a lake. So where do we have to go? We have to go to Maze Island. Well, we have to go to get to 2. It's in Valley of Death. But what I want to do is I want to go to Maze Island. I want to go get the items in Death Mountain, I think. Because one might be the glove. And the glove might be... The hammer might be glove blocked. So let's make sure we get this done. Is that going to be Maze Island here? I totally lost where Maze Island was. I think Maze Island's here. If not, it's all the way up and around. All the way up and around. Actually, that might be it over there. This might be it? No. That's Fairy Cave to the right there. I think this is it then. I think we can walk there. Did I stand on it before? Oh, we can definitely walk there on it, because we can go like this. And this should be Death Mountain. Unless it's the north of west, but it's Death Mountain. Oh, Do I check that one and then sail back and then say, I guess I have to. Could have just went through, but that's not how I do it. I don't just blindly go through caves not knowing what I'm looking for. And again, I don't have caves where they should logically make sense, so this shouldn't be the other side of that one. It's not. Check this one. We gotta go through one of them. So we'll go through this. This is Parable. Is it not Parable? It's Assault. Huh? Breakthrough and Conquer? I don't know. This is Assault, I think. Okay, we can only go through this one. This might be Assault. The other one might be... No, this might be Snapback. I gotta look again. Because I remember Assault confusing me, because Assault doesn't... There was another one that was better for being Assault, but I think this was Snapback. And we're in here. This is Parable. Yeah, this is Parable. So we're just looking for the one Hammer Cave. The traditional vanilla Hammer Cave. That's Atmosphere. Or the wall, I mean. This is Atmosphere. Good jump. Because we don't have the hammer for the other one, so we're hoping that this is the glove by doing it. And I don't remember. My two hints were Helmet Head and I don't remember. It might have been Death Mountain hint. Gauntlet. I don't remember what this was. I wasn't paying attention. Okay. There's our boulder up there. That's Swing Shot. Pyramid might be an option to go through. Because I think we've seen both sides of... Good jump. I think we've seen both sides of the elevator. Both elevator rooms. Alright, so Pyramid went nowhere. And Powerball's too far back. We haven't gone to an area where we can use the boots, I don't think. Let's do this one. This might bring us right back to the beginning, though. So we'll go down and left, because if down is going to be the bridge over lava with the flying stuff, I think we've seen the right side of that. So we'll do the left side here. And we'll go through the right. Maybe the right side will take us to where Parable is, and we'll go through Parable. We have seen one side of Gauntlet. It's possible we didn't see this end as well. No, we did. Okay, we'll do the wall. We did Atlas Sphere last time in this section. Alright, I will take that. I'm contemplating removing keys from drops. Oh, life. Life is terrible. It's like, you know, I don't have drops. I don't have magic key. And I don't think I ferried through a single door. In fact, I didn't. And I have that many keys already. Like 9 keys. There's Powerball. Alright, this is it. This is it. It's why you remember. Knowing I didn't see the other side of Powerball. Powerball is the only cave that leads here. That's how you do it. That's the AngryLarry American Gladiator method of getting through a vanilla randomizer like Death Mountain. That's a lot of commas. So up A, we don't know where that... we do. It's through the hammer. block. So we have to go to 2. I'm just going to get this in case it's a magic container. Or the glove. That was my initial thought. I don't think I said the magic container part out loud. And the flute. Okay, so we know nothing's flute blocked, and we know there's not a hidden town, palace, or anything with a hammer. So, East Continent, Valley of Death. I didn't go in 5. There is a chance we could do 5, but, you know, I want to get the hammer. I don't know. Like, there's no reason I need to get the hammer now. I need to get the glove now. But the hammer can be blocking the 7th magic container in that P-Bag cave on the west. So, yeah, I mean, we gotta get in there. And do it. We gotta walk through the swamp for some reason. Didn't find an item in 6, but we kind of glove blocked in a few places. We'll just go through. We'll go through. We'll go through. Alright. We have this cave to go through. We don't have to cross. That's fine. And Palace 2. So we'll get the hammer. Hopefully get the hammer. I think logically we're going to get the hammer. It's not going to be glove blocked. Then we're either going to find the glove or the magic container that's going to lead to the glove in the P-Bag cave in the west that's blocked. But we still have the spell in Nukasudo. Sorry. Spell Nukasudo is something that can give us one or the other. Let's go look for the boss. Why not? Let's go look for the boss still. Indoor Gauntlet. That was nice. I wasn't quick enough to save myself a fairy. I just wasn't thinking. I was trying to think of the name of this room. This is the room on the way to the hammer. Hammer Cave in Vanilla. Eliminator, I should say. We'll go up. Item room, huh? Okay. So here's our hammer. Nice and free and easy to get. And we'll go find the boss now. Hopefully the boss isn't glove blocked and we don't have to come back. Because that would do it for this continent. When we were on Maze Island, we could have done 4. I just focused on getting this hammer. Because without a doubt, it's going to lead us to glove. And we're not done on this continent. I have to go check New Casino again. I have to find an elevator. Or a right-hand turn somewhere. Off an elevator. I didn't like that. Because now I'm going to start exploring all the other ways. There was a right-hand turn I can take up here. I went down the elevator. There was like 2 rooms in. I can just continue to go right. And hopefully the boss is right there. Thinking maybe that was the boss room, but had to scroll the screen a little bit to find out. Okay. Maybe we are glove blocked. Maybe. It's a dead end, right? Oof, if we are glove blocked here. I'm gonna say we're glove blocked. Let's go check that cave. Check the cave, go back to New Casino. I don't want to walk through the Valley of Death, so I think this is the quicker way to get to something. That was not the something I wanted to find. Huh? Death Mountain boulder is nice and free. And I really want to find the glove or a magic container before I go back to New Casino. So I can just get both things at once, the spell item and then the magic container requirement item. But it just might be the magic containers in there. Where am I going? This is not... Let's just go to New Casino then. Because the other magic container gets me the spell here, too. It's, you know, not a big deal. It's fire or... Thought I was on. I forgot to cast life before the magic lady. Okay. Fantastic. It's fire or shield. Let's go find the item in the boulder. I mean, it's just, we could be in a situation where we have to go into a palace and we'll just find it. You know, I just walking into 5, go 2 rooms, and it's right there. Which, I mean, if it's not in here, then we'll go to 5. How do I get back to the boulder? Atmosphere maybe got me there? How do I get the atmosphere? If I go into this cave here, this might be a shortcut to get where I want to go, and I go down and right. Well, actually, this exit right here might just be in the area. Yeah. Glove? Magic container? Glove. Let's go do 4. Alright, that's fun. I can go do 5 too, and then go back for 2. I can do 5 on the way to GP. Alright, we can't go. We just can't exit. Is this an item? So do we want to do 5, then 2? 5 on the way to 2. Whatever, 5's right here. Hope for the easy boss. Right up the elevator. Nope. What's the curtains really throwing me off here? This is a bad job. There's no way this is the item. I mean, there's a platform and everything, but there's no item there. Good jump. Oh, didn't get it in time. I'm mashing select. I should just go through it with fairy. I don't know if it's on the other side is blocked though. So just do that. Okay. I don't have shield. It's fine. I've gotten better with this fight over playing with for the last few weeks. Grab this. Is this attack 7 or is this going to be life 9? Attack 7. Now we go to the east. I go back through Valley of Death. And then we haven't found Great Palace yet, but I'm pretty sure it's north through Parappa Cave. Can I get the Valley of Death this way quicker? I don't think I'm going to mess around with the fairy skip. I'm just going to kind of... Let's go through. Because I can only cast it... Well, I can cast it a little bit more now? No, I can't. I can only cast it twice. So if I miss one, you know, that's just another intentional death I might have to take, and, you know, whatever. I miss a few in a row. We're going to try to go through this. Watch how good I am. There were two of them. They're ganging up on me. Oops. Now I don't have to jump. I'm just going to go right through. Sailing right through. Palace 2. So I got the glove block immediately. Not immediately, but like 3 rooms into the right there. Then there was another glove block room that was like way out of the way. Like a big hook down and around. Is there a third that I went up an elevator to get to, maybe? I think so. I think it was still on the path of the, to the right. So, let's just do that. Alright, so if I go right 2 rooms and up and right, I got a block. It's the same room. It's the same room. Okay, so I can go right here. This is where I came up an elevator and got blocked. Same room though, so boss right here, boss right here. Boss right there. Eat the gem. And then we're going to go through Parappa Cave. And hopefully find Great Palace on the other side, right in that lake area. Right where a palace should be. According to the rules of the biome. Caldera? Is that what they call it? I got scared for a second, thinking it wasn't going to be here. Alright, it's nice and easy here. No shield. I really like shield in Great Palace. See if we can get a 1-up on a drop. Oops. What's happening here? 4-ray room, huh? Let's go see if we can find Thunderbird in either direction. That's a left I don't want to take. And this is a right I will take. That doesn't count. Oof. Okay. Looks like we're going a different way. Scary drop. Come all the way back here, huh? Especially if it's after Thunderbird. That doesn't count either. Coming back this way. Oh, that jump is stupid, man. That jump's dumb. Because you can't... You know, if you touch this wall at all, there's no momentum where you can go forward. You just fall straight down. Is there an elevator down here? I came up through an elevator, I think. Nope, not in this room. Oh, I can go left here, I guess. Why are they stuck in here? Can you go elsewhere, please? Don't hit down. Except there. Okay, that's fun. Dead end. Alright, well, what is this crappy room, huh? Oh, damn it. I was hoping it jumped into the, lava. Guy's gonna murder me by the time I get down there to get that. And I'm over here now. Well, does this bring me right to that L7 room? And I don't have to worry about it. I can obey and just go a different way. It brings me here, huh? Guess I can go this way. How many guys do I have left? None. Can I even cast Thunder? Yeah. That shouldn't be. You should be able to... Let me think here. You should be able to, when you drop, find your way back out of the palace or to the boss. This drop puts me in a soft lock. Unless it's a different room, maybe? Doesn't matter now. That shouldn't be. Because drops shouldn't do that. You should be able to get back out here somehow, loop around to get back out here, or progress to the boss. So it takes me right back here, huh? What are my choices? What did I not take something intentionally? Going left here brought me back to that room. Let's go back right. Whatever I found here, I came right back from. And then I went left here, and I think that looped me around somewhere else. That's what I wanted to see when I did that. Alright, so going up here... I didn't do this. That doesn't count because this room doesn't make sense. There's just fire randomly over there. Can I go right in that room with the blocks? Yeah, I certainly can. I gotta remember there's a drop room though, so okay. I don't think this is the same. This is the same one that I went through before. With the blue knight. I didn't jump good enough. Ah, damn it. Alright, was there another spot to go off of here? Because this is where the 1-up was, I believe. This brings me right back to that loop. Right back to the loop. So unless there was a room one off here before the drop. Or unless that drop, maybe that drop room was just 2 identical rooms in a row. I have 1 life. Let's go check that theory. Let's go left when we drop and see if it brings us. Let's see if it doesn't loop. It's not a room where I can exit left, is it? Oh, okay, alright. I'm fine. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Let's go left. So it was 2 identical rooms in a row. Okay, so that does... It makes sense because I know that you can't loop off a drop to the point where you can't go out anywhere else. Are there identical enemies, though? No, they're different enemies. It's just... I didn't realize it. Sure you guys did. Get 4 on screen at once, and there will not be a 5th. That's how you take care of that. Get away from me. Quick, go up the elevator. Find Thunderbird. Not Thunderbird, though. Thunderbird. Not Thunderbird. Which way do I go? Because that's an elevator. And this is a hook room? Possibly a deadly hook room? Okay. We can handle these guys. Big jump. Take care of that guy. Take care of all of them. Oh, I'm dead. Last dude. Last dude. I've never seen this room before. Okay, I don't know how to take care of this. It's a drop room, but does it exit on this side? It doesn't. Is this going to drop me in the same room? The room I don't want to go in? Drops me into this room. Clock watchers. They're like, he needs upstab. Clock watchers from the, you know, when I got into Great Palace. Why is it taking this guy a half hour to do Great Palace? He must need upstab. No, I need a way to go. I need to go back and get shield, but I can't get shield because I don't have the required number of magic containers to get shield. And life refill is garbage. So which way was it? Now, I don't remember which way it was. It was in the drop room, which is this way. Let's wait for the red knight to jump this time. Thank God. Save a little bit of life there. Okay. Now this guy is gonna... Let's bring him all the way over here. Let's manipulate the D-pad. Let go of it when we jump. Now go. Okay, now we go right. And we go right again. This way, let's wait, jump, wait, jump, wait. They're all behind me. Let's just keep them behind me. Oh, put that one off screen. Jump over that one. We're gonna go right this time. Down to Thunderbird? Not down to Thunderbird. What is this room? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Where is this dude? What's going to jump at me? Need an elevator. I guess I can drop here, but... dropping there is going to bring me to the other room, isn't it? Let's go this way. Thunderbird. No Thunderbird. Fairy? Hey, look what we found. All right. Oh, Dark Link's got to be one room away. Absolutely, 100% one room away. There's no more rooms left. No more rooms left. You know, it would be funny, though. I'll tell you what would be funny. It'd be hysterical. It's a dramatic pause. If that was an that was an upstairs room, that would have been great. What's that guy doing in there? Where is Dark Link? Okay, maybe he's down there. This is not a loop because it can't be a loop because I'm through Thunderbird. That doesn't count. Where is Dark Link? Okay. Perfect. What a great palace. I don't think this is, you know, worthy of slops. This is a great palace. It's terrible. The whole where Great Palace was thing, that was cool. But I don't think anything else in this was worth making other people play for. Good fight. Under an hour and 3/4, not bad. Look, we're looking good for sub 90 minutes though, which is kind of like where I normally like to keep them, but you know, playing with YouTube and explaining a little bit more and doing a little bit more keeps them a little bit longer, but you know, whatever. So not bad. It was all right. I don't know what I'm going to do for Sunday. I might go back to Link to the Past Randomizer. I don't know if I'm going to do Zelda 1. I might do something different. Yeah, you know what? Well, let's do something different. I'll surprise you on Sunday. So, take care. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for watching. Again, leave comments. You know, whatever you want to say. I don't care. Ask me anything. Later.